Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the fourth quarter. How's it going?
We've got our cozy teas.
We've got our
and
teas.
cozy weather.
We got our weather. My youngest brought me a dandelion.
Aww.
Aww.
Seen better days, but it's the thought that
They
counts.
love picking them, even though they just cry.
It's the thought that counts. Dusty, what's up, everybody? Dusty, how you doing? He's right here. KG, hey, how you doing? Willie D, ready to peep, 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 peep. MK, what's up, man? Welcome. Willie, how you doing? MK says, unless he quickly swaps peeps out for candy corn to start a riot. I know. The actual testing of the peeps is an Andrew trait. Did you know this? His peep show?
Yes.
Yeah, I stole the name from him. It's all about Andrew and his peep show.
Is that where that came from?
Yes, he would.
Yeah, Andrew, who is a lovably diabetic, would buy like giant pail-sized bags of various peeps, and then do taste tests of them and react to them on camera. It was the most redneck. It's the most redneck Russian roulette I've ever seen in my entire life.
You're also with your levels of
There he is.
yes.
What's up, Andrew?
Oh, shit. We're caught.
How hard they
Yeah,
were.
please confirm, Andrew. Were there different levels of staleness? KG says Drew's crazy. Yeah, he's pretty nuts.
I vaguely remember that being.
He's pretty nuts. We're just we're giving it like another minute or so to let a couple people come in. But yeah, we're gonna be talking about it's a town hall. We're gonna be talking about the fourth quarter. Tell you all the stuff we got going on, all the crazy stuff we did this year, and what we got coming up. So it's gonna be awesome. Yeah, maybe we'll have to get Andrew to do more peep shows for Friday Night Comics because it's not my health, so it's totally fine. All right, let's jump in. We got some good stuff tonight. We're going to add this to the stream. Look at that community. It's the Peep Show, Monday, October 24th, 2022. Golly, the year is flying by. That's crazy. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a few things tonight. But first, I should let you guys know this is spoiler-filled, super spoiler-filled. Not only will you learn all the stuff we're going to have done so far this year, but of course, we're going to tell you exactly what's coming up. Andrew says, dang, not my health. Dang. Oh, you like it. So all right. So spoilers all the way around. Today's agenda, we're going to tell you where we've been, where we are, and where we're going. And we'll hop into some Q&A if there's any Q&A. Maybe we'll drag Andrew up here and he can, do a song and dance or something. Or KG. I'm cool with either. KG can probably chat out on some peeps as well. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to kind of stack all of the stuff that we did because, when you're doing this in real time, it's kind of hard to see the forest from the trees and be like, wow, man, you guys have actually done a lot of stuff. When you put it into a slide deck and your entire team is like, man, can you do this in an hour because we don't want to be here all night? You end up feeling pretty good about your accomplishments for the year. You know what I mean? So, yes, keep it snappy. Yeah, all right. So Q1, this is quarter one, 2022. Here's some of the stuff we did. December and January. These are just bullet points. I'm actually going to skip a little bit about these little bullet points now that I think about it because I'm going to tell you all about it anyway. So in December of 2021, we launched AF. AF makes history with the first real-time dynamic NFT featuring a patented layer 2 rarity protocol for collectible NFTs. That's what we did. And the earth shook or something. Yeah? No?
Yeah, no, I like it.
Yeah, I got to laugh. That works. I'm good. I'm on a roll tonight. All right. So we launched in December. In January, the Block Research, which is a behind a paywall, it's a very high-end, expensive subscription meant for high-level, like C-level executives mostly in Silicon Valley. So your Facebook executives, your YouTube executives, your venture capitalists. The Block Research did a really awesome article featuring us. And it went on to explain why adult fantasy is pioneering new mechanisms with regards to collecting and trading card games, which is pretty badass. And so we were included, and we were hell, it's kind of nice to be labeled a pioneer, or at least someone in the pioneering field. It's pretty badass. And so that was really the beginning of of our first quarter. Really, most of the stuff that we were working on was really technology. So if you look at February and March, and really January technology updates. February and March was all technology updates. Basically, what we started to do is we realized that, when we did the launch with Adult Fantasy Season 1, we had set it up to be a launch, but the contracts weren't ever meant to be extensible or extendable. And so Melissa worked and Flint worked their butts off to rebuild everything from scratch. Melissa on the contract side and Flint on the back end management side and some of the other stuff. So you guys have probably noticed that's why a lot of our launches recently have had the gas be super cheap. And for us on our side, the contract deployment has been super affordable. Like, it cost us 5 figures on that first launch, which was way expensive. It was very expensive. And now it's not so much expensive because Melissa is incredible and she's a genius. Yeah, see, credit. So you have to set the expectations high, and so that we can show how much saving there's been. It's been pretty good. Yeah. So cue number 2. In April, we launched the Lore Games. So Lore Games is used to create the overarching story beats for the Adult Fantasy universe. It started off as summoners and invite only, and then we sort of, after playtesting was complete, we expanded it. We are still planning to open source the rules. We pretty much have a good rule set, and it seems to be working. This is volume 2 that we'll talk about in a minute. Volume one, which we'll also talk about, ended and was phenomenal. And so we're drafting all the rules, formalizing them, and I think once we get through volume 2, if it works, which it looks like it will, then we'll be able to have a solidified rule set that we can open source for other teams if they want to just look at what we're doing, or if they want to actually take part and kind of copy it or use it or modify it. Totally cool. So Lore Games was launched. That was in April. Also in April, autographs were released. Adult Fantasy makes history again as we continue on our mission to bridge the mid-tier rarity gap. So that is something that we talk a lot about. The fact that, really the way collectors hit NFTs up until us was you either go for the whale bait, the top 1%, or you go for the floor, because these are really the two core ways to de-risk your collecting, basically. So we released autographs, and the world also rejoiced. And then in May and June, we're going to jump into May and June now. So in May, we did Evening Alpha went live. Hey, Rageous is here. He says, I'm late. You're never late, man. You're right on time. Don't worry about it. So Evening Alpha went live. This is just a picture of some of the projects that we've worked with. It only looks a little janky because I didn't put it full screen. But yeah, we've done over 30 episodes. We've interviewed and worked with 30 plus projects, and some phenomenal ones at that. So this is hats off to Dusty, because he's the man in charge, and he's been getting some top projects. Dusty, do you want to talk a little bit about Evening Alpha and what some of the stuff we put into it?
Yeah, so I think so far we've interviewed about 35 projects, I think. And we go through quite a strong vetting process. So pretty much anybody that ever appears on Evening Alpha is somebody that I personally would feel comfortable in, purchasing their product. And so, yeah, we kind of vet the teams, we meet with the teams, and we look for the highest quality projects that we can to promote projects that we truly do support.
Yeah, that's awesome. And we also expanded, and I don't have this in the slides, but we did in Q3, we actually expanded Evening Alpha into podcasting. So now we have an official podcast anywhere where you choose to purchase your podcast or download your podcast. It's everywhere. It's on Spotify and everywhere else. One of the things that we'd like to do is also not on the slides is start actually moving the video out as well and do multi-streaming and things like that. So we're expanding out into multiple platforms to try to get AF everywhere. So yeah, it's been huge. Evening Alpha was a very smart decision. I'm very glad as a team we decided to do it because it's given us connections to like all of these top tier teams, all of them. So it's been wicked. In May, we also launched BAMF. BAMF is our Discord server participation token. You can earn BAMF to unlock upcoming allow list spots, giveaways, raffles, and use it to buy NFTs, artwork, and more. You guys are going to see more about BAMF and see more about what BAMF does very soon. And so, yeah, we launched it in May and then just got busy with other things. So it's kind of we've been delivering on it, but not to the level that we want. So we're going to be pushing this a little further. So you guys will see a lot of changes within BAMF and the coin and the token and things like that. We're gonna hook it up for you guys. Let's see.
And if I can just add to that, those of you who have been saving will be very happy when the time comes. Like I know some of you have been saving for a long time. It's going to be good.
Yeah. You know we do it right. You know nothing. We don't launch. It takes us a minute to launch because we actually put a lot into things. But when we do deliver, we tend to do our best to over deliver on stuff. So I think you guys are gonna be really happy with what we have planned. So that was in May. And then in June, we did Adult Fantasy IRL. We jumped into NFT NYC and Heroes Con. I got to meet MK Kronos, which was awesome. That was one of the highlights on my side of my trip. I was like, that was pretty awesome. And got to meet a few other people. It was also honestly, it was really cool to talk to other founders and know that they know who we are, honestly. Like, and I don't mean that by ego, because I don't honestly, personally, I don't care. But in terms of the project and in terms of the team, it's really cool to see, like, you know, all the hard work we put out there and all the stuff that we're doing. People are like, oh yeah, I've heard of you guys. That's awesome. How are you guys doing? Like, it was really, really cool. So, and I certainly appreciate everybody that came out. Yeah, we're going to do, I think we're going to do more next year. I'd love to kind of spread it a little bit if we can. You know, maybe we can get our 2 small children to drive. It's fine. Everything will be fine. That'll work. They can do it. I believe in them.
Go wrong.
I believe in them. It's fine. It'll be like Toonces, the driving cat, you know, from Silent Hill.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that would be about it. So that was June. Also in June, in fact, the same time period as launching an NFT NYC, we launched Mint Pass #1 Ashcan Edition. This is the first Ashcan NFT on the chain. History made, parades and flowers thrown. Kneel before Zod as you get ready for Origin Comic #1. So we launched a Mint Pass. It was probably a little much, to be fair and honest, to do it while we were at NFT NYC. But we did it and it worked. It did great. We're very happy with it. And the Origin comic, as you guys will see in Q4, is coming up. So yeah, I'm going to be sad to see some of these things burn because they look so freaking good as a collection. But you know, we can toss them into the fire. It's fine. The thing, so,
S'mores.
yeah,
Okay.
make some NFT s'mores. Oh man, we got to figure this out.
Yeah.
I like that. So Mint Pass #1 Ashcan Edition in June. We also, so during that launch, something cool happened. We actually hit #2 on Icy Tools, which was unexpected, but really cool to see. The mint went really quick. People really enjoyed it. We got a lot of positive feedback, and we hit #2 on Icy Tools, only beat by VIP Care Room Official. Don't know what that is, but congratulations. Anyway, I'm very happy. It was pretty cool. #2 on Icy Tools. We were celebrating. It was awesome. Also in Q2, we launched something called Super Secret. So Super Secret is something you guys might not know about, but it's a tight-knit group of vetted NFT founders working together to share info, cross-promote, and collaborate. So what Super Secret is, you know, we started with Evening Alpha, and we were like, hey, we've got all these awesome founders. I don't remember, Dusty. We were like, what, like maybe 5 or 10 episodes in, something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah. And we were like, we have all these cool founders that we're interviewing. It'd be awesome if we could keep them all in one place. And that way we could like learn from them and talk to them and maybe do promotion. And as I've told all of the projects that come into Super Secret, fully transparent, you know, it's pretty easy to sell. I say, look, I don't know what it is, but there is a number. I don't know what that number happens to be, but there is a number. And at some point, whether it's 100 projects or 200 projects or 300 projects, and I don't know what the number is, but at some point, any project that's in that group will be able to, or should be able to, put a nice dent in their mint just by promoting an allow list to other members. So, you know, 2112 is in there, Black Ahara is in there, Meta Travelers is in there, Fringe is in there, Visionary is in there. We got a whole bunch of people in there. And so it's nothing down the road. It's like if Fringe wants to say, hey, everybody, we're going to give 30 allow lists to everybody in the group. Well, if there's 100 groups in there, 100 projects, that's 3,000 mints, you know, for allow lists. So eventually down the road, I think this is going to be huge. This is going to be, I think, you know, we're in a mode of building for the future, and we're in the mode of, you know, bear market, build market. So we're going to be in a good position for the foreseeable future, I think. We're doing a lot in there. We're setting up some events for the group. We now on Tuesdays, this isn't in the slides, but on Tuesdays we do a Twitter Spaces that basically we're considering it an adult fantasy Twitter Spaces, but really it's a super secret Twitter space. So it's a Web3 founders inner circle thing. And so all of if you come out and you hang out with us, you'll notice that there's oftentimes more than just us. 2112 is there, and there's usually some other projects. And those are all guys and gals from Super Secret. So it's really been awesome to see. Just want to do a shout out to, hey, what's up, Avery? How you doing? Word up. Carrots popped in. Hey, Carrots, welcome. J-Raw, what up? Hell yeah. Absolutely. You guys are awesome. Sugar for the win. That's right. So that's Super Secret. We're super excited about that. And that's just going to grow. So you can start to see we've got our little animated tentacles kind of moving into all these different pies. Is that a good visual? I don't know.
No.
I don't think you stuck the landing on that one, bud.
No, it's not.
It just doesn't. It's not a good visual. Well, moving on. Quarter 3, third quarter. So, oh man. So Q3 in July, August, September, we did a bunch of stuff. I'm going to skip these only because we have the slides now that I'm looking at it. So in July, we launched Lore Games Volume 2. So we successfully completed Volume 1 of the Lore Games. Together, we created the outline for the first community-generated novel. Next phase, writing the book. So Lore Games Volume 1 got finished. Zach started writing the book. He's already, I think when we talked last week on this, he's already, I think, 30,000 words in. So the novel for Volume 1 is getting done. The Blood and Metal saga, the book. So it's pretty awesome. It really was really cool to see everybody, pretty much everybody on this call that's live with us was a part of it and helped make it. And we're going to do everything to remember to give credit to everybody because we haven't been keeping track of that. But it's fine. We're going to give credit to everybody. It's great. We got this taken care of. We're a tight ship over here. So yeah, the novel's going to be coming out. So we started Lore Games Volume 2. This is the adventure of Cobalt Fox, or it turned out to be the adventure of Cobalt Fox. And we're still debating. We don't know yet if Volume 2 is going to be a novel or a graphic novel or a series of comics. You guys got to let us know what you think. Of course, we'll be taking polls inside of Discord because it really is up to what you guys want us to release. Regardless, it's really cool, and the stories that we're producing are in my opinion, pretty high quality. And this is all an experiment. Like, we were a little shocked, pleasantly surprised, I should say, that Volume 1 turned out to be really good. And just as pleasantly surprised that Volume 2 is turning out really good. If we didn't know better, you would think we know what we're doing. So that was July. Also in July, we had the Adult Fantasy Hail Draconis launch. This was our first partnership. And so we joined the Grand Reptilian Council as they ushered in the new age of Hail Draconis comics. Hail Draconis and Crucivore are just awesome. It's a great team and great people. And we were so excited to be a part of their launch. And we're so thankful that they asked us to be a part of it. It was really cool. I had a tremendous amount of fun drawing the cover. And it looks awesome. The work that Flint did to make the comic look all like really damaged, it's so photorealistic. It's really still hard to believe that it's generative. It's really, really cool. So kudos to Flint on that one. When we launched this, we were like, well, let's check Icy Tools again, because we couldn't possibly beat number 2. We actually beat number 2. We got to number 1. So it was pretty badass. Our very first partnership with another project, and we hit number 1 on Icy Tools. That was pretty epic. It was a long night. I think was it Dusty? Were you the one that texted me at like 2:30 in the morning?
Yeah, you were like, text me no matter what. If we sell out, text me no matter what. And it was like midnight here. So yeah, like 2:33 in the morning there.
Boy, do I regret it. It was pretty awesome. So we did that in July. So we did that, and right after that, we started working and launching. And this was actually a part of the Hail Draconis launch, was launching multi-product mints. So this was the new standard in minting. Mint your desired NFTs while protecting your cold wallet. We launched multiple products under multiple contracts. So Melissa, do you want to talk a little bit about the idea behind this and how you handled it?
So that why multiple contracts?
Or just about the yeah, sure. Whatever you want. Sure. Multi-product mints.
Yeah. So if you want,
look, here's the bus. Go under it.
If you want them to show up separately, they involve different smart contracts. So there was a lot of logic put into the front end to say, oh, they pushed this button. Okay, we'll go over here now. So that's actually quite a lot of logic. And then Flint, his side of it was, hey, there's this contract. What do they get with that? And so he, the pictures and things come from that. And so, yeah, it was a lot of fun. But it definitely has set us up for the future. So that was great. And you'll see in the next launch, there are multiple products now under the same contract. So we're gonna mix it up there too. So that was fun.
It was pretty cool. And the big reason why we wanted to do this was, especially with the multi-wallet connect, everybody on this call who has any experience with NFTs, there's such a feeling of danger when you connect your wallet to something to do a mint. And we wanted to see if we could remove that fear, right? So Melissa basically developed a product that allows for, you basically can create you put in an address that's a verification address. It's also this destination wallet. And then you can actually pay with a different wallet. So you can have the destination wallet be a cold wallet, and you can pay with a hot wallet. And that way you only connect what you want to connect. And you don't have to risk, high tier assets or anything like that. Dusty says that Todd has decided to ambush all of us with talk. Keeps us on our toes. Dusty, would you like to talk more? No, I'm just kidding.
He's going to start turning towards the audience next.
That's right. I will. KG, would you like to tell us more about how you keep winning? So that was July. Multi-product mints. We launched this. We developed this to coincide with the Hail Draconis launch. Right after that, and now this was debuted a little later, but this actually occurred in August. Was our 6-inch? Well, basically, we introduced a new partnership with Ism Toys. So we made a 1-of-1 6-inch sculpt of 344. We asked you guys. We a lot. We don't really do anything without asking you guys first. So, or at least usually. So we took a poll and everyone voted and said 344. And so 344 it is. And here's the sculpt. I've got it right over here. Let's see. I'll just in case you guys haven't seen it live. So what this means and what we're gonna do with it, well, I'll leave that for a different day. But just know that this is the start of something awesome, and we are doing more things with Ism Toys. So check this guy out. Look at that. Let me see. Let me go. Give me 1 second. I'm going to push this to. If it'll allow me, I'll go full screen here.
Yeah, full screen that.
Yeah, let me go. I don't want to edit. There we go. Solo layout. Check this out. Look at that guy. It's really a great sculpt. It's really a good. I love whoever did the 3D sculpt on this did a fantastic job. It's really good. Like they even got the like calf lines and stuff. Really cool.
Those socks. Wow.
Yeah.
Right? Socks.
That's great. So that's pretty awesome. Sorry, Melissa. It's like there. Wait. Thumbnail.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Okay. See, nobody.
Organ mugging.
Yeah. Nobody does town halls like we do. Isn't that the truth? Okay. Like we return.
That's mugging.
Exit solo. Okay.
And town hall.
Yeah. Avery's is dope. MK says so dope. Yeah, it's really cool. They did a great job, and it's just the beginning. In fact, we'll be about to talk about more. So this was the intro to our partnership with Ism Toys. Tony and those guys are phenomenal. We also did another partnership with Bugatti. So Bugatti luggage is coming out, and they're doing a force inside of. Sorry, MK says nothing says legit like finger guns. This is true. So Bugatti luggage is making waves in the space. They're jumping in. They're 100% committed to NFTs, and we were fortunate enough to have one of the higher tier partnerships with them. So we were able to do this giveaway, which was the carry-on luggage, and they also gave us the other piece they were offering, which was the carry-on, the crossbody. So we had carry-on and crossbody. There weren't that many projects that were allowed to have this, so we definitely want to thank Bugatti for this. We also want to thank Ism Toys, who was the hookup for this, and they're also the ones doing all the logistics, which is, I can't imagine, that's a ton of work. So we definitely want to thank Tony and those guys over there because for doing all the fulfillment and stuff, because this is just awesome. So we already have stuff going on. In fact, we'll be. I think I can go on it. Dusty, you think I can go ahead and announce what's happening on Monday of next week?
I think so. Yeah.
I think it's okay. So we have early confirmation. It always can change, but we have early confirmation that we'll be doing an interview with one of the main people from Bugatti on Evening Alpha next week. And so all your questions answered. I know some of you guys are interested in even just outright purchasing these. I am interested in outright purchasing these as well because we have luggage?
We can have luggage. We'll just, we go some places.
Okay. It is confirmed Todd and Melissa go places. And so therefore luggage shall be had. Anyway.
The tough part will be saying that it's our luggage.
Yeah.
Because it's colorful and rainbow, so the kids will want it.
It's true. That's true. The children get the gray drab stuff, and we will take the nice bright color stuff. That's right. What's up, Upper? How are you? Upper says we can have luggage. I think so. I think you could. I'm really excited about this. It's really cool. And again, Bugatti is, I think, at least from what I've seen, have been playing it right. They've just been incredible. It's pretty amazing that they're just like, yeah, we'll just give away luggage. Like that's craziness. And so that was our September partnership. Also in September, and this was really all year. This was Flint's baby. He's been building a management interface for launching NFT projects. We now have a flexible system for building various types of NFT projects. And this is V1. I actually have a little update to this, so you can
It's
see
much prettier.
Much prettier. Do you want to talk about this at all, Flint, or do you want to wait until the other slide?
I mean, yeah, I can talk about it now. You know, our one of our main goals this year was to be able to launch quicker and more often. And so part of that was taking the ideas and technologies that we developed for season 1, make it so that we can use them for multiple projects, come up with different variations on, you know, how those launches might go, and try to build a system that supports all the different kinds of launches that we want to do. So that's kind of what I've been doing behind the scenes, along with Melissa, is working on that.
Awesome. It's really cool. Like I can't express how important it is behind the scenes to have something like this where, you know, it's basically an admin, a super admin in a database for the ability to update. Basically what you're looking at is when we do things like autograph contests, like this is how Flint is able to do it so quick, right? Among many other things, right? It's a complete management system for us, and it's really, really cool. And so that was really the entirety of Q3, and so now we're jumping into Q4 because it's already Q4, which is crazy.
Almost 1 month down.
Well, you know, it's Q4.1. So again, I'll skip this stuff. I'm going to take these slides out for next time because we don't really need them. So in October this month, we launched the Character Foundry. MK Chrono says, "Nice work, Flint." Yeah, for real.
Thank you.
Tireless. He's been working really hard, like all for the last several years on this. It's pretty awesome. So we launched a Character Foundry. So the Character Foundry, AF Community Character Creation is here. Earn amazing rewards if you have lore creation contests and more. You guys, I often talk about like adult fantasy is like a stool, and in order to support that foundation, that sitting area, that main part of the stool, you have to have the legs of the stool. Lore games is one leg, and the Character Foundry is another leg. It's the second leg, and I'm super stoked. We were almost done with our first character contest. I think the characters are locked off. They were due Sunday. Was the last day for the first characters. Judging will begin shortly. Dusty, do we have surprise? No. Do we have? Do we get our 3 judges, or do we need another judge?
We should be good. I had about 3 or 4 people volunteer today, so
Awesome.
we should have all 3 judges now. Yeah.
Awesome. So yeah, we're gonna pick our character, and by the end of it, we'll have our first mock-up character, and that will go towards the next character launch. And of course, every single person who wins, the prize is a percentage of a pool that comes out of the total primary sales. So it doesn't matter whether there's 1 community built character or 2 built community characters. When we do the next character launch, it'll be all of the characters. So I think there's going to be a collection of 6 of them. And so we'll see how many the community can get done before we need to do that launch. But as we move forward in these launches, eventually it'll be the community kind of creating all the characters. And then, you know, I have, of course, no problem drawing the characters in the 3/4 and matching the style and kind of getting it in there. But this is a community built piece, and it's a huge piece. Again, I don't want to understate this. Like, I don't know any other project that's actually doing as much for community as we are in terms of building the project, right? There's a lot of people that are community focused, and they talk about things they do with the community, but you guys really control everything. Like, the stories are none of these stories would have existed without your input. The characters, the toy we made, the little sculpt, that was all from your input. The origin comic was from came right out of Lore Games, and then we added to it through a questionnaire in Discord that you guys answered. And these weren't like, you know, how should the character get to the store, riding a bike or in a car, like that. Those are decisions that don't mean anything, and those are false equivalency questions, because the team is deciding that the character gets to the store. It's way harder to say, does the character get to the store, and if not, why not? Like, that's way harder for a group to come to terms with and figure out as a writer's room and as a creation platform. And it's only because we put so much time into our systems and creating and testing all of this stuff that it's even remotely possible. If you want to know just how hard it is, honestly, go check out the Character Foundry rules. Like, you know, it's pretty detailed, but it has to be, right? Like, trying to make it simple is really, really hard. You know, MK says, it's been fun. Seriously. Thank you for including us. Of course, this is about you guys. Like, my dream is to have you guys win all the rewards. And I mean, the team can attest to that. Like, I talk about it all the time. Outrageous what MK said. Thank you guys so much. Yeah, we're also trying to expand as well. Like, you're going to see in the next coming months and years, as we build more properties, as we build more tech things, right? As we expand outward and get more users and more customers, all of that stuff comes into a treasury, and we certainly want to make sure that you guys who are participating get rewarded for that, right? I'm a firm believer in that. And so everything we're doing is already funneling into that. So I appreciate it, guys. And I know the team does as well. So that was October, Character Foundry. Also in October, this is another Flintism. He migrated Adult Fantasy Season 1. So we migrated AFS 1 to our new management system, which gives us more stability and long-term growth opportunities. So I'm going to go, I know you can't see this slide, but basically I'll show you the large thing. So if you see this, we went from this with a black screen with some color, you know, some very developer-y to this, which is awesome. So Flint, do you want to talk about this a little bit?
Yeah, there's a few things going on here, right? So, you know, we've mentioned before, you know, we had Season 1. We built the technologies for Season 1 as kind of a standalone, this is just for Season 1 kind of thing, because we were figuring out what this technology was going to be. And then for our next few releases, we built this new system. It's more flexible, lets us launch easier, lets us maintain our projects easier, you know, do signings, that sort of thing, much more efficiently. And but Season 1 hung around on the same technologies that we were running before. You know, one of my goals for this year was getting Season 1 moved over to our new technologies. You know, make it more reliable, more uptime. You know, make it so we can do everything that we need to do with Season 1 much more efficiently. So that's done now, and what you're seeing here is Season 1 in a much later screenshot than that previous screenshot, so you can see kind of the iterations that have been happening on this backend system that we've been building.
Yeah, it's so nice. It's so obviously clean, and it works really well. And I know you added like a white top nav bar in the AF logo. I don't know where that.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there.
Yeah, that's weird. I don't know. I thought I had that screenshot, but cool.
Yeah.
There it is. It's in this slide. You can see it right there. He added the logo. I don't know where that other one came from, but there you go. It looks all neat and cool.
Ta-da.
Ta-da. So yeah, so that's pretty awesome. Again, you know, this is deep backend stuff. This is the stuff that's going to make it stable and scalable for the future. Not just for Adult Fantasy, but for every single partner that we take on,
Exactly.
which is exactly where we're headed. In November, coming up, this is not out yet. This is coming soon. Origin comic number 1, featuring the origin of the intolerable Devoid, with art by Avery Butterworth and story by Zachary Arbella. So this is on its way. The lettering is almost complete. I think there were just like a couple of tweaks. In fact, I gotta get back to the letterer later tonight. We'll be basically, the comic is almost ready to go. I have a cover that I have to draw for it still, and Flint and I are going to be working on some special treatments, and that's all I'm going to say. Some special things for the drop.
It'll be very cool.
Yeah, so we'll have an actual deadline of like, hey, this is when it's coming out. We should have that very, very soon. We're just finishing a little bit on scope, and in fact, we'll talk about one of the other things that's going to come out of this in just a minute. In fact, I'll go ahead and
this is the new thing for me.
Yeah, you want to hold on. You want to go ahead and I'll move the slide. I'll just pop over
Okay.
to it's a little out of order, but coming up. Eventually.
I'm not promising this for.
Well, okay. Yeah. Well, this is I'll keep this. That's on me. So we're revamping the mint page. I'll show it to you in a minute. Well, that slide says something that's coming up, but what Melissa's working on for this origin comic is
the burn mechanic. So to have the flashy, nice little thumbnail, so you can choose exactly which of your ash cans you want to burn to get the origin comic. So that'll be the new thing for the sales site coming up. So
Melissa's been working hard on the burn mechanic, and again, we're at the stage now where everything we create, even if whether it starts from our request or from a partner request, all of these things go into this new system that can be used for the next partnership or the next drop. So once burning is done and live, then any partner can come in and say, yeah, I want to create an NFT that can be burned. And so that is what we're working towards. I think eventually, I think the goal is to expand the Mint platform a little further out to let everybody do it, right? Let's see. Ray just says book burning, yay! MK says, if it's not giving away too much, can also not record. Would love at some point to nerd out and deep dive with Flint and Melissa. We can totally do that. Absolutely.
Kind of cool. Yeah.
Let's do it. We can do that in Q&A now tonight, or we could do it. We can schedule another time to just go super deep.
I think that'd be really fun.
An evening alpha.
Evening alpha. We could do an evening.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
It has to start at 9. And we're sure not to get a visitor or two.
Yes.
This is true. Little kids. Gotta love them. Scamps. All right. So that's the origin comic coming in November. Super excited about that. It's going to be a great way to kind of start to cap the year. But even though we're launching in November, we're actually not done just yet. Let's see what else we got coming up. So coming soon, we have exclusive character drops coming soon. This is the next evolution in AF character drops featuring limited edition, holder exclusives, public releases, and more. This was, guys, I've had this in the deck for a minute since I think Q2, but it was really in that quarter where we were like, wait, this is actually a perfect opportunity to set up the community build aspect of this. So this drop will include your community created character designs, right? And so we'll start to create the adult fantasy universe that way. So yeah, it's going to continue to grow and it's going to continue to scale. So that is coming soon. Some of these we are planning. We'll see if they happen this year. I don't know. Everything takes a minute, but it's coming soon. This is why we have it coming soon. Also, play to own. So we're building a sustainable long-term reward system for directly participating in and contributing to the adult fantasy ecosystem. We launched the first phase of this with the character contests. And so we're slowly moving down this list. I know a lot of it's blurred out, but we're marching down this list because we really do want you guys to have ownership through contribution, right? I really do believe that if this is something you want to take part in and earn rewards from, then all you have to do is show up, put a little bit of work in, and help support the project. And that's not asking a lot. And I think to the victor go the spoils, because I think people are going to be very, very happy. And I think a lot of people, hindsight being 2020, I think a lot of people are gonna be like kicking themselves that they missed out on some of the stuff we have coming up. But you guys are here early, so that's great. All right, so play to own coming soon. More of that. Also coming soon are new payment options. So future mints on our new platform will include additional payment options. We're going to expand the AFM together. So right here is just a small thumbnail clip. Basically, what I've done is I spent a little time and I redesigned the mint page. So this mint page was modeled off of pre-mint, and it made sense at the time because we were like, well, everyone's going to be going to pre-mint, so they'll do the pre-mint and they'll come right back over to our mint. So let's make it look kind of the same. But now we're expanding out and we're starting to do more things and go deeper into it. So same functionality. Melissa's added the burn, which is great, or she's adding the burns. There's some new modals and stuff that you'll see for burning, and turning it a little bit more into a presentation page. One of the things that I personally think is that I'm personally on a mission to kind of remove the stigma from people that want to launch projects. Remove the stigma of oh, you got to sell out 10,000 mints in one day or else your entire business is crap. Like that doesn't make any sense. It's not real. It doesn't happen anywhere on the planet. Selling thousands of anything is not easy. And I think 2021 made it look easy. I think 2022, 23, and 24 is going to make it look incredibly hard. And so what we want to do is we want to start to set up things and give project owners the ability to feel like they can succeed. So we're looking at ways to trigger stretch goals and all these kind of things that we can bring to this platform to make it fun, to make it engaging, and to make it like less stressful, like more entertaining and less stressful, right? Launching it by itself is always going to be stressful. You're never going to be completely free of that, but you certainly can take founders off a suicide watch, when their mints are not like going well, it's really stressful. So we're just trying to get rid of that a little bit. But yeah, I'm very excited about the new page and some of the new features that Melissa's been working on. It's pretty awesome. Also coming soon is the adult fantasy graphic novel. This is a fixed point in time AF adventure written by Zachary Arbella, lore games participants, summoners, and community invitees. So this is one of Zach's other books. We don't have a cover yet for the Blood and Metal novel, but as I mentioned earlier, he's already 30,000 words in. We'll have to ask you guys. So we're definitely going to be doing it as an NFT. I have in my head, I kind of want to do it as like I don't want to spoil what it might look like. But there has been discussion, and this is not a promise. I want to be clear. It's not a promise, but there has been some discussion about if we tie this to a physical or not, meaning you buy the book NFT, you get the physical book as well. So you guys, I definitely want your opinion of that. We'll definitely be taking polls, and just being real, because there are gives and takes with all this kind of stuff, right? I would love this as a physical, so I really hope we can make it happen. But yeah, Zachary's kicking ass and taking names. And all I heard is I promise. Definitely. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you for understanding my tiptoeing on eggshells. Also coming soon. So we're going to be doing some Web3 training, specifically how to use the power of Web3 to increase revenue and grow your business, even if you're dumber than a smartphone. So we're just using that as a byline. So as some of you may or may not know, not only from my personal background, did I work at Marvel and Adult Swim and Cartoon Network, but I also did a lot of, Melissa and I spent years in startup land in New York City, And part of those years, not only did we help launch a lot of apps for a lot of people, but I ended up personally becoming an advisor and a mentor to a lot of founders, many of whom came out of some of the top institutions, incubators, and accelerators in the world. So Teal Fellowship, Startup Leadership Program, Columbia University, Techstars. I've advised Forbes 30 under 30 founders. I've advised friends who were on Shark Tank. So we've been around the block a little bit. And one of the things that this industry desperately needs is education. And it's not necessarily even education for you guys, unless you're looking to build a business and kind of raise the bar. But we really want to start bringing in new people into the fold. As we've been talking about this, Zeneca, actually, an influencer in the space, if you guys don't know, Zeneca was even talking about how every single NFT project needs to have an education component. We couldn't agree more. We have a lot of training on this. This is something that we've been doing already for a long time. And this, I consider this one of the third leg of the stool, right? So if the first leg is lore games, the 30,000 foot view, the second leg is the character design, which is the base level, right? The kind of the bottom to create the character, and then you've got the 30,000 foot view. The third leg is training, and especially business training, because in order for adult fantasy to be a long-term project, one of our dirty little secret goals is to turn as many of you into like incredible entrepreneurs as possible. Because if you come in and you learn how to build something, maybe you want to launch your own business, awesome, God bless, mazel tov, let's do it. I couldn't be more happy. I love it when people do well. If you also want to use the same techniques to further develop adult fantasy on your own, awesome, let's do it. And so the way that this lasts 100 years is by having people come in, they can create characters, they know how to create lore, all these standards will be in place. And then there's a system in place for people to come in and learn the chops, like learn actually how to do things and how to launch products, how to sell, how to do some marketing stuff, how to actually turn something from an idea in their head into an actual good or service that someone can purchase. And so the more people that we teach to do this, the better the ecosystem is going to be, the more partnerships we'll end up getting out of it, and the better adult fantasy will be. So it's a win-win, right? Like we help you guys do well and grow as people and as entrepreneurs, and in return, that'll, rising tide lifts all boats. So this is absolutely super good. Avery said, want me to start working on a cover for it. I think that was for the book. Yes, Avery, you're hired. Okay. For sure.
Bam, easy.
Done. Cover complete. Wait, I should make that slide right now. Okay. So Web3 training coming soon. I'm super excited about that. That'll be coming sooner rather than later. So more on this very, very soon. Like I said, I'm very excited. And I think just to, because this is the first time we're talking about it, to put a little cherry on top, it's only going to add incredible value to holding an AF NFT, right? This is going to be, some of this training will be affordable. Some of it will be a little less affordable, but you guys are going to have really great access to it. And so it's just going to make holding an adult fantasy NFT that much more valuable, right? And I can say that with absolute certainty and confidence, because I already have clients and students who've done this, and they've done phenomenal. And so I know what their ROI is. I know how much they've made. And so if I can just do the same for a few more people from adult fantasy, like life goal complete. You know what I mean? It's pretty awesome. So yeah, be prepared for that adult fantasy NFT to be valued. Let's go one more. Also coming soon, the membership site, holders only oasis for direct interaction, contribution, and earning of rewards. I will say, we're definitely for sure first is going to be a new website. We're working on a new adult fantasy website. The membership site we're still working on. In fact, we may combine it with a few other things, but there will be plenty of stuff for you guys to interact with and do. So yeah, I mean, with that, I can say the whole and more, because there's more coming. A lot of things that we can't talk about tonight. A lot of things in the works. There's 2 other partnerships that are in the works that I can't talk about. There are 3 other partnerships. There are 3 other partnerships. Yeah, if I told you all off air, you would be like, oh yeah. There are 3 that I can think of off the top of my head, that are in different phases of goings on. We'll see when they come out. With partnerships, it's a lot of fun. It's also depends on the partner when they want to launch. So that'll be coming soon. So yeah, with that said, guys, it's been an incredible year. We still got a lot to go to do. A couple more months in the year. We're not slowing down. We're not stopping. Guys, like, this has only been, we have not been live yet for 1 year. We won't hit 1 year of being live until December. And look what all we've accomplished, right? We've accomplished so much together. Like, this is incredible. It really is. And I'm not just saying that. It's amazing what you can do when you've got a great team like we have here, and you guys, like, as a community, and you guys are part of the team too, working together to actually make this happen. It's pretty awesome. It's really, really cool. So Opportunist says, great work, AF team. Need updates all around. Appreciate it. Of course. Absolutely. Thank you, Upper, for being around, man. I love seeing your GMs every day. I really do appreciate it. It makes me smile. QA, if anyone wants to ask any questions, feel free. I know that there's, what can you say? I mean, we've answered all quite well. And while you guys are thinking about stuff, if you want to answer, great, or ask a question, great. If not, no worries. I'm going to actually open the floor up to the team a little bit. What do you guys think? Does let's see. KG says, good stuff. I would like to thank Dusty for all the nonstop talking. Ray just has a great question. He says, Flint, not to be a pain. No, you're not a pain at all. But the card grades versus OpenSea thumbnail differences still seem to be off by more than a week.
Yeah, that's a great question. So, we moved over season 1 to the new system pretty recently. One of the bugs that we were having with the season 1 system was thumbnails not updating in a reasonable amount of time. So we moved everything over to the new system. Thumbnails are generating on the back end. We did actually notice today that despite it being a week, OpenSea hasn't picked up on the change for actually quite a few of the season 1 NFTs. So one of the things I'm going to do, honestly, probably tomorrow, is put together a script just to force that update, call the OpenSea APIs, get everything moved over, and that should fix the issue. So we're working on it. We're aware, but thanks for the question.
Yeah, that's a great catch, Regis. I appreciate it. MK says, don't hesitate to reach out if you need folks to kick tires and run UX tests on member sites, etc. Hell yeah, absolutely. That's a great idea, MK. Thank you. Yeah, definitely. As soon as we're ready, we'll definitely get you guys in on it. KG says, second that, more than happy to beta test. Definitely. Absolutely. I love that. Thank you guys for hopping in. Yeah, I mean, especially on the mint site's coming up next, I turned over the designs to Melissa, so it should be ready. I usually forget something. There's usually something I've screwed up, but it's okay. By Thursday it'll be ready to go.
And Todd is now sleeping on the couch tonight.
I know. But yeah, definitely. Maybe we'll bring you guys in. Maybe we bring them in on a beta test just to kick.
That'd be cool.
For that, you have to have test money. I'll post that in Discord.
Okay. Yeah.
Test ETH
for the test nets.
You all are aware of the merge, and so the test net we had been using Rinkeby, is no longer. So you have to go to, I hope I'm saying it right, Goliari? Okay, anyway, so go.
They can't just call it Bob.
No. I tried to listen to other people pronounce it, but.
My favorite test net is Steve.
It's a good test net.
People who speak other languages might be harder. Yeah, the new one is a little harder to get like lots of ETH for. Yeah, you have to kind of like get like 0.1 a day from different places. So it's a little more work. Yeah, tomorrow morning, I'll post if people want to get some
test ETH.
some fake ETH.
Yeah, do not.
And,
It'll be on a test net, so
It's a test
good
net.
God, please don't use real ETH on this. But
No. So
if you
yeah.
do, I will be sure to send you my wallet. Yeah, no, don't do that. Yeah, awesome, guys. Thank you. That's a great idea. Yeah, that's it. The go early faucet.
Rarely. I think it's good. Rarely.
We're just gonna use the
Or
go early
Lami.
faucet.
Go early.
It just, I've got two little kids. It
That's
just it's
terrible.
go early faucet.
Early.
Okay.
Oh, it's so bad. No offense to the folks who graciously put that together so
Yeah.
we can use it.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I don't want to run a test.
No.
You can actually. It just like kills your computer.
Yeah, let's not do
It's a
that.
lot of work.
No.
Yeah.
So is there anything else from the team? Anything else? No pressure at all. No throwing bombs in.
Dusty.
Yes,
Dusty, is there something you'd like to
yes.
say to the entire planet?
Yes, I would just like to thank you for being nominated as an amazing team member, and I am graciously going to accept the award of the 344 statue. Thank you very much.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Ooh.
Dusty.
Yeah, and I also want to thank Natasha. Natasha's been on social. She's helped us so much with Twitter and getting all our ducks in a row. So I do want to take a minute and publicly thank you, Natasha, for all your help.
Yeah, thank you, Natasha.
Thanks, Natasha.
Oh, thank you. Thanks, guys. Crying my little Twitter octopus tears over here. Thank you.
Oh, absolutely. And Flint or whatever. No, I already thanked you.
Fine, I guess.
We thanked you earlier. Gosh. Studio says 344 comic when. I think that's going to be. I think so. One of the things, that's a great question, Avery. So one of the things that we will be doing towards the end of the year, probably after Thanksgiving, first week of December, we'll do a little retreat, kind of like a virtual retreat, where we plan the next year, plan 2023. One of my,
It's totally news.
by the way, there'll be a retreat, but
It sounds-
it's a workshop. We do
sounds-
workshops.
we do workshops.
We do
yeah.
workshops. It's a workshop, but since it's towards the end of the year, you call it a retreat, so it makes people
Oh,
feel like they're
it's
not
the-
working, but
it's
they
the
are.
branding of it.
A
Okay.
branding thing.
I got it.
Yeah,
Mm.
it's a workshop where you work, but we call it a retreat because it's like more special.
That's my pleasure. Okay, what are we doing at this retreat?
So at the retreat, what we'll be doing is discussing kind of like a postmortem on the year, like all the
Okay.
stuff that we did and things we liked, things we can improve on, all that kind of good stuff. But the most fun stuff is like, okay, what do you guys want to do in 2023? So we're also going to be asking you guys this as well. Like, what do you want? Is there anything you guys want? Like, just let us know. Avery is talking about 344 comic. We're going to be talking about comics for next year, graphic novels. I think the Cobalt story that we're creating now in Lore Games, that'll become something. So it'll either be a novel or it'll be a comic book or a graphic novel. So we're going to figure out who does that. I do have some plans for releasing my own books here coming up in the next year. So we'll talk about that and more. So that's a great question, Studio. Yeah, and I know Studio 7.62, aka Avery, wants to do more Devoid. So if you guys want more Devoid comics, you got to see the first one, this 12-pager. Okay, so I'm just gonna ask this, and I know we're all biased here. and I know we're all biased here, but everybody here read Zach's book. It's 12 pages.
Of the team.
The team.
Yes.
Everybody, the team has read the book. We were doing I sent it to everybody for copy tweaks, proofreading. So what did you guys think of the book?
So good.
So I'm very excited for everybody to see it.
I think that is the first time I actually ever used LFG in Discord.
Is this true?
Because I'm not hip. Yeah.
It's amazing.
It's really good.
It's
It's really cool book.
With
Yeah,
many
it's
A's in the middle.
What's that?
It's amazing with many A's in between. Amazing.
I know, and I know we're all biased, obviously, but it's it's like I said, this comes from a full community effort, and so it's pretty cool that this is the kind of thing we can come out with. And with that said, I mean, honestly, all I can say is thank you guys for an amazing Q1, Q2, and Q3. We're in the middle-ish, almost to the middle. No, well, look, we're not to the middle of Q4 yet, but we're getting there. And we're super excited to share the journey with you. Yeah, man, I can't believe we're gonna have to do. So we have to do something special. 2 things, and I'm springing this on the team live.
We're all very heads down in our own things.
Yeah, I know.
I don't want to make it sound like we never talk to each other. But
we talk every day.
We're heads down.
We talk every day.
Yes.
We do a stand up every day. But we should do something in December to celebrate our 1-year anniversary. I definitely think that would be something to do.
Yeah.
And also, my birthday is coming up in November. And I would love.
Right.
Dusty thinks I'm going to say something witty, and I'm not. I'm actually going to say I want to do like a birthday giveaway or something. So I would love to do like, hey, it's Todd's birthday. I don't know what it is yet. I have some ideas, but I would like to do something special with the community on my birthday.
Okay.
So we'll just figure that out.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll figure that out. We'll just do stand up right now. Okay, go, Dusty. That's cool. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for showing up. We love you all, and here's to another quarter, and then of course to another year. I still can't believe that the year is going by so quick, man. It's already Halloween coming up here.
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy. Love you guys.
You should take a poll of what you should dress up as.
Ooh.
Oh, look at the time.
Yeah.
Oh, no, love you guys. Talk soon.